Disclaimer: the meatbag did not serve in the military, but he did study it quite extensively in college for a planned career in the military intelligence community. And no, not the CIA. Sadly, that career never happened, but the knowledge remains. And it is from that learning that he noticed something rather remarkable while watching an update on the war in Ukraine. Related tangent! Almost everyone knows what a landmine is. They come in a variety of shapes and sizes, depending on their target. But one thing they all have in common is they're meant to be hidden. Usually that means buried. After all, if one just leaves the mine out in the open, the chances of anyone falling victim to it decrease to nil. Well, feast your eyes on the latest Russian tactic in mine laying. Those are Russian anti-tank mines. They're meant to be buried, and if they work right, won't explode until something heavy drives over them. All laid out in the open like this as well, it's fucking hilarious. It looks like some Amazon driver decided to say, screw it, I'm dumping them all here. The question, though, is why the hell would soldiers do this? Seems fairly obvious they either lack motivation or competence. Probably both. It doesn't help the Ukraine has converted the kind of drones used to drop paint on Cyraxx house to drop grenades and bombs. Others are rigged up to be their own guided missiles. And they work! In fact, I'm willing to bet fear was the major motivating factor in this mine debacle. Turns out drones are good for clearing minefields too. As someone familiar with military history, trust me when I say Russian soldiers do not want to be in Ukraine. Professional soldiers who are well-trained and motivated would never do this. Never! So if these are the kind of soldiers Russia is down to, it can't be long before Putin is sending in old ladies, children, and the local Cyraxxes. Maybe that's his plan to keep power in Russia forever. If he sends everyone else to die in Ukraine, there won't be anyone to oppose him. In an odd way, Putin and Raxi have things in common. They don't give a shit about anyone else, and they don't know when it's time to give up and leave.